so much for sharing this live. I appreciate you. As always, welcome to the Rock Talk Show. We're now live on the tube as well too. My name is Roxanne Wilson. This is your dose, your daily dose of pop culture news, info, all the things. We've got a lot of great things to talk about today. I'm going to list off some of them for you so you know what's going on. But as always, if there's something that you heard that Rox that came here because we've got to talk about X, Y, Z, then you just let me know in the chat. We'll do that. All right. So a couple things. Bird flu. Yeah, we're going to talk about that. The vampire facials. All we need to talk about that. Mean Girls. We're going to talk about Taylor Swift, Beyonce. We've got and Blue Ivy, I should say. If you have a cell phone, it's T-Mobile, Verizon, or AT&T. I got some news for you there as well too. A lot happened in the last 24 hours. What can I say? We're going to talk about the Beeb. So let's just go ahead and dive into it. Are you ready? Let's roll. First of all, happy May, everyone. 2004, that's 20 years ago, is when Mean Girls came out. Mean Girls was 20 years old. I don't know why it's been such a phenomenon. I think because it just hit in so many places. You know, they're coming out with a musical movie this year. But if you remember the OG Mean Girls, happy birthday to Mean Girls 2004. Okay, we're going to keep on rolling. I want to say shout out to Taylor Swift. She's having a moment. I know you're thinking to yourself, doesn't she always have moments? Yes, she does. But she's having a moment right now because her song from the Tortured Poet Department, you know how hard it is for me to say that because what I really want to say is Dead Poet Society. Anyway, she actually has hit a top 14 spot in the Billboard Top 100. Think about that. She's number 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way to 14. And she's now tied with Jay-Z for the second most number one albums behind only the Beatles. She's having her moment. Okay, CJ NYC, since you mentioned vampire stations, we're going there next. Yes, they were popular like 5 years ago, but people are still getting them. Now, this is a cautionary tale. Let me tell you the tale, and then we'll see the caution with it, okay? Actually, it was announced this week. Breathe, y'all. You ready? I have to read through this as well, too. I'm like, what? This is nonsense. Okay. Are you ready? 3 women were diagnosed with HIV after getting vampire facial. This happened in New Mexico, unlicensed medical spa. And apparently, this unlicensed medical spa did not, or they reused their disposable equipment that were intended for one-time use. Now, that is not okay. Thank you for tapping on the screen as always when you tap in on the live. And it gets us out to, double tap gets out to you. SYP page. Can you believe that? Literally. Okay, now listen. You're probably thinking, I don't do vampire facials. Do you remember vampire facials? It's where they literally super essential indeed. They take needles, right? And what they're doing is they're pushing out, it's blood, you're bloody when it's done. Basically, it revitalizes your skin by rotating the blood and whatnot. This is a really bad example of it. This is not. What you need to know is after they weren't licensed. I'm just wondering how many of you look when you go to a med spa to make sure it has a license? I mean, seriously, do you think about that or you just assume that they're licensed because they're right there? You know what I'm saying? Little reminder to us all. Not only that, I lived in California for a long time. The thing in California is there's a rule in all restaurants that you have to have the grade from the food, like the food administration, whoever it is, the health department. That grade has to be shown in your window or on display. And basically, if you learn the grading, the A, B, C, D, listen, you don't want to eat anywhere from the A. Because B or C might be like, oh, there's some cockroaches, or there's some of these things. But you've got to look for that label. I don't think we always remember. In some places, we just kind of assume if you're open, if you're doing your thing, you're probably okay. Not the case, okay? So just let that be a cautionary tale. If you're doing the newest thing, just make sure you're going to be doing some type of procedure. Just make sure they're licensed. That doesn't mean that they're going to do things right, but at least you're better off. I should mention, in case anyone is in New Mexico, that the spa closed down after the investigation happened. They went ahead and they shut down. Okay. And they've been prosecuted for practicing medicine without a license. Good times. Let's go on to Beyonce, shall we? Beyonce and Blue Ivy are having a moment. I feel like they had a whole year, but they're having another moment. You know this cute little guy right here. This would be, you think it's Simba, it might be, but who it actually is, there's a new Lion King coming out. The Lion King 2. No, I'm sorry, that already came out. This one's called Mufasa. Say it again. Mufasa. And it's called Mufasa, the Lion King. Now, here's the thing. Not only is the movie coming out, new, and then his origin story of Mufasa, but Beyonce's coming back as Nala, and her daughter Blue Ivy is going to play Kiara, who is a character, I guess, between Nala's and King Simba's child, which I'm not sure how that can happen. Mufasa's not around. So I don't know how they're doing that, but they're doing it. Okay? So I must just estimate that. CJNYC, that is so hard to say quickly. Yeah, the plasma stem cells are taken out of your blood and then put to regrow the epidermis. Thank you. Thank you for a proper explanation of vampire facials. I appreciate you. And that is what it is exactly. Or the platelets. So the platelet stem cells are taken out of blood and then put to regrow the epidermis. It seems to work. What I see, it seems to work. It's just that you want to make sure that you go to a reputable place to get that done, right? Okay, so they're gonna both be in this movie, which I think is kind of exciting. Here's my beef about the movie, and listen, let me just say, it is going to be directed by Barry Jenkins, and the original songs will be by Lin Manuel Miranda, who is awesome. My beef with this show is this: the voice of Mufasa is going to be by Aaron Pierre. I don't know who he is, but in my opinion, if your name is not James Earl Jones, are you really Mufasa? I even want James. Oh, you work as a dermatologist. Like, give me a D. Yeah, like, are you really Mufasa if you're not James Earl Jones? I think this is where he's still around, like you said, but this is where I do even think that sometimes maybe like I wouldn't be so mad at AI if it's like I'm too old, but you can use my AI to make it happen. I'm not so mad about that. I need to hear Mufasa's voice. And he came back. He licensed his voice. What does that mean? I mean, they can't use it or they can. Wasn't he in the? I thought he played Mufasa in the live action. It's really live action when they're not actually lions playing it. Anyway, but you know what I mean. He licensed his voice. What does that mean? Do you think that he does cameos? You know what cameos are? Cameos are where you can like hire anyone. Thank you so much for joining my team, Faith. I appreciate you. Oh, so Star Wars continue. Oh, he licensed it so they can continue to use his voice when he's gone. So why didn't they do that for Lion King? I'm very, very confused. Oh, Pirates of the Caribbean did it with Johnny Depp. Gotcha. Like, so on the ride. I'm picking up what y'all are putting down. I think I wonder if there's cameos. Like, you know what a cameo is? There's a website called Cameo. If you go to it, you can get celebrities to say different things for you. My husband had like a man crush on Ian Ziering, and for a while he wanted Ian Ziering to do it. Like, can you say something for me? And he was over the crush. But hey, how much money do you think James Earl Jones would get doing cameos? Hello, Roxanne. What are you doing? Welcome to the Rock Talk Show. I can't do it. But wouldn't that be cool? I would totally, I would totally hire James Earl Jones just to say some things and like have it go off. Maybe like my doorbell is like, who's coming to the door? Luke, I am your father. I'm just, you know what's funny is I'm using my dad's Trinidadian. So literally I'm doing the voice that I typically do for Roxanne, which are you doing? And I just changed a little bit, and that was my James Earl Jones voice. I'm glad he's not going to hear that. James, not my dad, but James Earl Jones. Anyhow, I I didn't see Lion King. Did you all see the live action? I put in air quotes Lion King. I didn't see it. Probably won't see this one, but I do think that Mufasa would be an interesting storyline because I think the most tragic part of that was that Mufasa didn't get to go any further. I can't use that word. Info from the web. Give it to me. Give me info from. Does he do a cameo? Let me know. We need to know these things from the web. Okay, she's gonna give us some info. Wells has some info from the web. Um. Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that, Faith. I'll let you know for sure. If we get really, really large, I will let you know. We're intimate right now. You're so kind. Thank you. Let me give you one of those. Okay. So, Vincent Price. If he was around today, he would license Vincent Price. Yeah, we know the timeline is set before Wells. That's why I'm confused as to why Nala's child is going to be it. This is like a prequel, like an origin story of Mufasa. So that's why I think I would watch it. But how is Nala's child, Simba's child. If you want, if you like a line at the end, Vincent Price. I'm gonna look him up because I don't know who that is, and I feel like I should, or I don't know. Just okay, okay. Oh yes, I do know who he is. I'd love to get a picture up here for y'all, but I don't think that's gonna happen. He was in, yeah, his voice. Okay, his voice would be a good one. All those people. The voice end of Thriller and moves into your soul goes down deeper and deeper. That's not very good. You know what? I can get it for you, but you know that. Ah, they were saying like it'd be interesting if back when Thriller came out, if Spotify and things were around, how many downloads would that have gotten? People are trying to compare and see if like would Taylor and Michael would they be like similar? And it's so hard to know. But can you imagine how many people downloading or Spotifying Thriller? It would be a phenomenon. Oh, that was from the Edgar Allan Poe book, The Deepa and the Deepa. You're teaching so much, CJ NYC. My goodness. But the way it's like this. Y'all, I don't know what it is about animals. Since we talked about let's talk about this right now. Do you see this picture? I'm gonna make it big for y'all on TikTok. This is a zebra. Four zebras got loose. I guess they got out of their trailer. We just talked about what was it, an elephant that was loose just the other day. Now the zebras. My conspiracy theorist, um, yeah, tells me, I'm like, why are the animals getting loose? Should we be concerned? Like, what is going on? I'm just saying, it makes me wonder. Now, four of them got loose. Apparently, you cannot kiss a zebra. This is in Washington. Yeah, so in Washington, walking down the road. This is from the police officers, or I should say what is it, sheriff's office, from his Twitter, his X. Oh, wait. Literally walking down the road. They're driving by them. Apparently, zebras are so wild that when they get out, they run really fast. You cannot catch them. You cannot catch them. Well, they were able to get three of them. They got help from I'm not making this up, a rodeo clown was able to help them, which kind of makes sense. There was a rodeo clown in the area. He helped them get three, but there's one that is still on the loose, and they believe that he's gone to Montana. I'm not making this up. I am not making this up. What is with these animals? Like, do you think animals running away? I mean, I can understand why the elephant ran away from the circus. That makes perfect sense. I don't know where these zebras were going or what was going on with the zebras, why they were like transporting them, but apparently they don't know where this fourth one is, and they're like, we don't know. Which means I'm kind of wondering what happens if like a local farmer suddenly has kids and like his horse has kids and the horse suddenly has stripes. What if the zebra gets around? I'd be here for it. I just would be very excited for it. Just saying. Thank you so much for the corn. Yum yum. Would you have me something? Can you if you're driving down the road, and like that is not a horse, it's a zebra. Or if you're driving, you're not paying attention, and you're just like, "Mommy, look, there's a zebra." And like, no, honey, there are no zebras on the road in Seattle. That's not a thing. And yet, then you see on the news, it totally is a thing. It's wild to me that the top three and then one was the one that got away. Amazing. Hopefully they'll find him or her, or maybe not. Maybe live a wonderful life. I just hope that he's not, or he or she's not um, too domesticated that it's really hard for him or her to live in Montana on their own. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know how that works. CJ and YC says, I know someone who owned one and kept it in a stable at a oh, in Greenwich, Connecticut. I'm curious. If a zebra and a horse make sweet love, are they able to have babies? I mean, they seem like both horses. Is that a thing? Like, can they cross pollinate like that? Pollination? That's a safe word. Can they pollinate like that? I don't know. I'm super, super curious. See the things that we learn. I'm just saying. You kind of got to wonder though. And if they could, they both look like horses. So I feel like it could work, right? Maybe, maybe, maybe. Um, So this is probably a good segue. Y'all, we got to talk about bird flu, and here's why: because it's like a thing, and it's happening, and the birds are fluing, which has happened before. By the way, Faith says that there's a zebra at the farm near me too, and I love. Maybe they probably wouldn't. That's wah wah. I would hope that they would. Nothing will happen except they'll just be able to have a lot of fun. Okay. Well, I guess that's okay. So let's talk about bird flu. I know I sigh because I just think we need to have a discussion about it and be aware of it. I don't think we need to be afraid of it. But here's the situ when it comes to bird flu. Okay. I'll give you a couple of details. And the reason I want to bring this up is because they did go ahead and test milk, and 1 in 5 milk samples from grocery stores across the U.S. happen to have bird flu in them. Yep. Yep. So now the USDA is going to test beef samples in stores. Do not mess with my beef. I am a beef eater. I love me some beef. And experiment how they're also going to see, like, if you cook ground beef, is that impacted? Is everything going to be okay? Now, here's what you need to know. Um, they've confirmed that 30 herds of milking cows tested positive in 9 states. But they say the people who work at the cattle are at the highest risk. Interesting enough, not the people who drink the stuff. If you get it, the one person has gotten it so far. They had pink eye. That was the one symptom from having it. But they tell you that if you find, like, milk from sick cows is supposed to be discarded. One out of five, 1 out of 5, it's rapidly growing. Now, another thing you need to know is this, like, all in all, this is one of the reasons that if you notice your egg prices have gone up in the last month. This is why, because basically when a chicken gets bird flu, when a bird gets bird flu, 90 to 100% of them don't make it. Hmm. Yeah, but they're saying that the cows are okay when they get it. I'm I, I don't understand how a cow can get a bird flu. I'll never understand that. Maybe they should have called it bird flu. It is actually called H5N1, but no one calls it that. Here are the stats on how it's affecting things. Right now, we're all okay. Thank goodness, and the cows are okay. I wonder. Here's me conspiracy. I think again. You know how there's like survival of the fittest. You know how we make way too many chickens in the sport? Like, we've overdone the chickens. Did you ever see, what was that, Food 101? Or was that show? Remember that one that was like, made you never want to eat a chicken again? I'm just wondering if because we're just, and they're like bigger than they should be and their little legs can't handle it. I'm just wondering if there's something to it. I don't know. Just keep track of what, like, listen, it's something we need to be aware of and know so we're not shocked if anything else happens. But there's your information on that. Oh, you're kidding. I'm so sorry to hear that, CJNYC. I do remember Mad Cow. You remember Mad Cow? My goodness. Wow. Because I think we just need to be aware of it for reasons like this. You just never know what can happen. Which leads me to my question that I asked y'all at the beginning. My question, yeah, the Mad Cow was a while ago, but I remember Mad Cow. I'm old enough to remember Mad Cow. Um, so here, thank you for sharing the live page. I appreciate that so much. And hello, Melanie. Good to see you. Hello, Sundara. My question for you is this. I'm going to give you all a moment to pop it in the chat. How many grocery stores do you go to get, like, the groceries that you need for your family? It was Southern England. That's right. It was. How many grocery stores do y'all go to? Now, Wells said she goes to 2 main ones and 2 big box. Does that mean you go to Costco and Food Club? There's another big box to go to, Wells. How many grocery stores do you go to? There's a reason. Yeah. Okay. You go to Sam's Club and wow. You did 3 different ones, Faith? Got it. I go to my version of Kroger, which here is called Fry's. It was Ralph's when I was in California. I go to Ralph's. I go to Whole Foods. Trader Joe's sometimes. I stopped going to Trader Joe's, honestly, during the Great Lockdown because Trader Joe's was the only one that wouldn't actually, like, deliver your food. And I'm like, Come on now, I don't because it was if you went in there during it, it was like crazy. It was crazy. The way they had it all formed in lines was a pain in the rear. Use Instacart, online delivery. Okay, CJ NYC, how many stores though do you go to? Even if it's Instacart that counts, but how many stores are you shopping at? Walmart and Aldi. Okay, two. Got it. So does anyone go to just one? Is that even a thing anymore? BJ's. Go to BJ's. You know, there's a BJ's where I live. Is there? No, there's an AJ's. So many different ones. And now that we moved here, I've been seeing Aldi. I'd never seen Aldi before. We don't have Aldi in California. And so Aldi, and I also know Winco. Don't know these. I need to try them, check them out, because I need to add them to my repertoire. Here's why I'm asking you this question. You keep popping your answers in the chat. Gone are the days where we could just go to one grocery store. I kind of miss, right? You go to grocery store, you go to one place, and maybe you go to like a Costco. I go to Costco, go to much that, and you're done with it. Then you go to a bunch of places. Well, okay, it's not near you. Oh, BJ's is like a Costco. Got it. State says you go to Martin's, Kroger's, Food Lion, and then you also add Walmart, and you have an Aldi's that you don't go there. So we're averaging about 4 stores, right? That that is a big thing. Okay, couple reasons. First and foremost, in the last 3 years, if you total all stores, grocery stores, I love that thing. It's of course inflation's gone up, right? So on average, when they did numerator did this, they said, okay, how many grocery stores do people go in a year? Okay, 20.7. It used to be 16.8. We're at 4, but that's still a lot. Why has it gone up so much? Because of all of the inflation of prices over the last few years. You got to go to different places, and some places don't have all the things. You know how it is, right? So now this is really exciting, and I don't know if she's on today, but when she does, we have talked about with her HOH couponer. She's an accountant, but she's also going to be creating content on stuff about couponing. Amazon Fresh is pretty good. Oh, but that's Whole Foods, right? Or is that different Whole Foods? It is different on the app. So different. Here's the thing: couponing is back again because you can't get all the things you want at one place and the different prices. So they think it's roughly 2/3 of people that were surveyed rely on coupons. That's up from 33% in 2021. Couponing is back. I did couponing maybe 10, 15 years ago, and I thought it was a lot of fun, but I need someone to like give me the 2024 version of couponing. There's got to be an easier way, all of the things. Use digital coupons. When I'm at the store and it shows me, hey, there's a digital coupon for this, I'll like then go ahead and pull it. I have like the Sprouts app, so I look at Sprouts on there and I'll do the coupons on that as well too. If you don't do coupons, I still feel like on Wednesdays coupons come, don't they? And do they come in the Sunday paper anymore? I need to know all these things. Back in the day, like you could get money back using coupons. I never got to that point. But I remember following like the coupon mom or whatever her name was. She said like all these, this is how you get paid for shopping. I'm like, what? That takes skill. They're saying that Aldi is actually beating Walmart's prices right now. Yeah, it should be digital. Digital is so much easier, right? Um, so if you're looking for the best, like if you're bargain hunting, apparently Aldi's beating Walmart's prices, and Aldi has increased their traffic has increased by 26%. I need to try Aldi. I'll have to try this place. I don't know it. Trader Joe's is not growing, and neither is Kroger fast. So like Aldi's like surpassing all of them. You don't have a Costco near you, it's about 30 minutes. If you live in California, Arizona, there's a Costco basically every couple of miles. There are 3 Costco's. No, there are 4 Costco's within 6 miles, like a 6 mile radius of me. Maybe a 10, maybe 10 minutes less. That's how many Costco's. My sister is a Costco hunter. She loves going to Costco. She can tell you where to get at each one of them, and she'll do the Costco, like the home goods hopping. She does the Costco, and then she goes online. Costco's like a thing. And they closed the one by her house. I give her a hard time. It's like, really? In California, again. Then I had 3 Costco's within a 5 mile radius of me. And she was like, you don't like their stuff? Okay, so Walmart's price better. You know, my sister, my other sister, has been watching a bunch of the influencers, and they do a lot of Walmart food stuff. So she started going to Walmart, My thing about Walmart, and I have a thing, their attitude. There's always, first of all, there's always a line to get out the door, and there's always someone who's working there that is rude to me. Always. And it's not just me, there's rude in life, truly. But what I'm hearing is if you do the order ahead of time and then they'll just drop it off, you don't have to show this to your car, you don't have to deal with that. Listen, if you have an Aldi, they're saying that's even better. Because Aldi have the same product though. You know, Walmart got in trouble, and this is if you shop at Walmart and you haven't heard this, you're gonna go to Aldi later today. I love that. See, I meant to do this. But this is good. So, do you know that Walmart got in trouble because apparently their weight they're using for their meat, they had the scale intentionally wrong. So there was a class action lawsuit. If you've shopped at Walmart over the last, I think it's a year or more, all the way up to January, you can Google Walmart class action. You can get money back. And if you even have your receipts, you get even more money back. I couldn't do that because I always complain about Walmart. No one believes me. They're like, no, you're the one who likes to go to Walmart. You didn't shop there. But if you did, go get your bag. Okay, go get your money. I'm just saying, for sure. Good to see you all coming in. My name is Roxanne. This is a pop culture show where we talk about different things that are going on in the last 24 hours all over the news. Vanessa, wait, first of all, thank you so much for the heart. I appreciate that. That's when she said, wait, what? Wait a minute. Yeah. So if you literally just go Google that, go get your money, get your bag. I don't know how much you can get, but you, like, if you receive the person, even more. True story. Um, JNYC says, no, Aldi, you don't like the frozen stuff like chicken patties. Federal Walmart has different generic brands. Oh, you've been shopping there since the pandemic. Vanessa, there's money to be had. All your receipts are online. Congratulations. No, wait, there it is. Come back and tell us how much money you got. But yeah, if you bought any, like if you don't have the receipts, even if you didn't buy meat, you can go get your money back. But if you do have any meat receipts, they'll give you even more money because they rated Wigman sales. Which I'm kind of like, well, you need more money. I'm sorry. I'm confused. Wait, what? How? Who? I did go in there the other day. You bought meat every week, Vanessa. You have money coming back to you. You're giving it seriously. You have money coming back to you in a big way. Seriously. No, you do. You do. Enjoy that. Google that and get your money. Get your bag. Uh-huh. Okay, so anyhow, when HOH couponer, when I see her next, she pops in there, I'm going to tell her about this because we need to get more information from her. She's a coupon, she's an accountant slash she's a couponing. And she's like, I'm going to come on here and show more people how to coupon. It's the thing, and I want to do it right. I do like the digital coupons. Like I said, when I go to Sprouts, I like their app. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Big compliment. Suzanne Macy says, okay, Macy's is being sued because a 10-year period they lied about bread count. They lied about the bread count in your bed sheet? Stop. Thank you so much for sharing. I appreciate you. If y'all if you follow me and click on the bell to know when I go live, I come on live at 7 a.m. Pacific every weekday. We have conversations like this. Their bed count? You know, the most ridiculous lawsuit I think I saw was the one where Red Bull got sued because it says Red Bull gives you wings and it really doesn't give you wings. Who was the person that was able to keep a straight face in court saying, I believe it was going to give me wings, it's going to give me wings? No one believed Red Bull gave me wings. Come on now, but they did do that one. Or they did at least, I don't know if they lost or they decided to go ahead and settle outside of court. Either way, people were getting money for, and I'm like, really? You're mad because Red Bull didn't give you wings? Faith wanted the wings. Well, Faith, I apologize if you did on behalf of them that you did not get your wings. Dang it. Speaking of wings, the Olympics are 87 days away. I am an Olympic junkie, but I need to say, and I knew they were going to do this. I said freaking Peacock, which if you want to see things live, Peacock has better, like they're part of NBC. They've got great Olympic coverage. They're going to be raising the rates by $2 a month. No kidding. Of course, they're going to do that because we're watching the Olympics. This will be an 11 set. I need to know. Tell me, baby girl, because I need to. No, oh, you know what? And I'm so sorry. No, you could. Hey, people on the tube, we've been on for like 30 minutes. I'm gonna see you later. You can come over to Rock Talk Show on that's my handle on what is it, TikTok. If you want to continue the conversation. Oh, by the way, last day to get my free samples. What is it? My template for email. So the link is in there if you need to get them. And y'all, if you need to get them, you can get them up in my profile. Okay, I need to get off with them. Hopefully, I'm going to come back and you're telling me all the places you're going.